Hi guys, and welcome to part 38 of Skyrim Mod Sanctuary. Now, those of you that have been following my Let's Play know that I was pretty excited about the Skyhaven Temple as a potential player home. I really like the idea of this place. It's got a real sort of secret base, bat cave kind of feel to it. It sort of reeks of ancient lore, and for me this was going to be a perfect place to call my home and have all of my followers stay. One of the other great things about this place as a player home is you can recruit your followers into the Blades, so this becomes their home. So when you dismiss them, they come back here. So it's a great place to have all of your followers, and it fits the storyline really well as well. But there are a couple of problems with using this place as a player home. The first one is it's not actually very functional. For all the cool atmosphere and the huge size of the place, there's not a lot going on here. It doesn't have a smelter, it doesn't have a tanning rack, etc. So all of the things you want in a good player home are missing. And obviously, as a forgotten temple, it's not exactly on the beaten track. It's not particularly easy to get to if you are not using fast travel. So if, like me, you don't want to fast travel everywhere, every time you come home here, you've got a long journey. And finally, whilst it is possible to get your followers recruited here, there is a limit, and that limit is 3. Now, I have a lot of followers, and I want them all to call this place my home. So obviously, a few small problems. But fixing problems is what we do in this modding community, so let's get started with the first mod. And the first mod is called Recruit More Blades, SkyHavenTempleEnhanced. Now, as you can see, even outside the temple, there are a lot more amenities straight away. We've got a smelter, we've got a little tent over there, and we've got a lot more lights. And there's a little dining table over in that corner. And inside the temple, there's a lot more going on. A lot more lights, which make it look a little bit more lived in. Plus, lots of crafting stations. Definitely an improvement for a player home. There also seem to be slightly more weapons and armor laid out. So that's pretty good if you're going to kit out a lot of followers as blades. The living quarters seem a little cleaner and a little brighter with some more lights, which is probably good if you're going to bring a lot of followers along. And some of the old torn banners have been replaced with these nice clean dragon banners. So obviously Esbjorn has been busy whilst you've been away cleaning the place up. It's a great improvement. And there's even now a master bedroom, as you can see. Not exactly the best layout I've ever seen, but it has a great big bed, a chest, and a lot more cupboards and wardrobes to store your gear. So a lot more functional as a player home, which is nice. But of course, this is not the reason I've installed this mod, even though it does make things a lot brighter and a lot nicer. The crafting stations I definitely appreciate. But of course, I installed this mod because I want to recruit more blades. Now, whilst this mod does in fact allow you to recruit a lot of blades, I'm not sure what the limit is, but it's pretty huge. There is one problem with it. Unfortunately, you need to install the mod before you come to Skyhaven. If you install it after you've arrived at Skyhaven, you will still be locked to 3 followers. Now, the mod author has told me that he is working on this, and so for a future update, he is going to allow you to come here after you've discovered Skyhaven Temple, install the mod, and then be able to recruit as many of your followers as possible. So this is one of the reasons I'm showing it you now. I want to get this mod some attention so that he's encouraged to improve it. However, that's not much use to me right now, but all is not lost. There is another mod that is going to help me use this as a player base, and that mod is called My Home is Your Home. Now, essentially what this mod does is it adds... Oh, good grief. She teleported in. It adds an option to tell your follower you say, let's talk about home, and say, this place is your new home, and it now sets J'zargo's home to be right here. And so if I dismiss him now,
really, J'zargo was having
now he does say he's off to college,
back to the college then.
but he's lying. He is now going to stay here and start relaxing. So if you're using UFO and you have lots of followers, you can now bring them here or bring them to any player home. This does seem to work in many places, and tell them this is their home. This is a great idea, actually. This place is your home, and then dismiss.
It is a lonely thing facing all.
And so now I've got 2 followers who are going to, when she stops following me, who are going to stay here, and I can come back and pick them up anytime. So even though my followers are not blades, I can now have them all hang around here, and I can come back and collect them at any time. So that's another problem solved. However, again, as I mentioned, Skyhaven Temple is very out of the way. It's pretty hard to get to. So coming here to pick up new followers or swap followers is still a challenge. And so that is where my next mod comes in. Now this mod was actually created because someone was watching my Let's Play and I asked for it. So it is the Skyhaven Teleporter, and it does exactly what you would imagine it does. But he's done it in a really nice way. He's added a big tablet at the end of the temple grounds that looks really fairly in place, and on top of it is a book, Ritual Recall. And this template here will activate at the Dragonborn's touch and allow you to teleport anywhere you like. It's as simple as that. However, obviously, you want to come back as well, and that is what the spell is for. So we open up our inventory. Now it's got an icon of a potion rather than a tome, so it's fairly easy to find. Learn this. Go to your spells. It's under powers. Cast the spell. And off you go. It teleports you back to Alduin's Wall. Now, be aware, you can only cast that once per day. It is a major power, so you can't go backwards and forwards non-stop, carrying tons of stuff, which is nice. It's a nice restriction. It means you can go back home once a day, but you can't abuse it too much. And it's not that overpowered because, of course, you can do the same thing with fast travel. This just feels slightly more immersive. And for me, that's always important. And the last mod I'm going to show you today has absolutely nothing to do with my player home and everything to do with branding my small army, my mini horde. As you can see, my followers and myself are all using matching shields with a logo that has a strange resemblance to my main character's face. This is because of a mod called Custom Sigils, and I love this mod. Basically, it allows you to craft shields called house shields. They're under the iron section of the crafting, of smithing, and basically they come with whatever logo you have set up as your house logo, and you can customize it. Now he comes with a few presets, including this one, which he made for my Let's Play videos, but he also provides templates and instructions on how to make your own logo, so that when you use this mod, your logo appears on these shields instead of one he has made for you, which is a superb idea. So if you're playing with quite a few followers, or even one follower, and you want some sort of matching branding, this mod is definitely one you want to check out. I'm hoping that he enhances this and makes slightly more items, or maybe more shields, maybe some heavy shields. I don't know. If we can get this mod some attention, I'm hoping the mod author will expand it, because I love this idea. Even though none of my characters in this shop normally wear shields, this is brilliant. Just walking around saying, we belong to Team Steve. One thing you should be aware of is that the ingredients for making these shields are quite unusual, really. Dragon scales and fire salts, which obviously are fairly rare ingredients. And the shield only has an armor rating of 27, so it's not as good as dwarven armor, etc. It's more or less just a tiny bit better than the iron shield. One thing is that it's a lot lighter. The iron shield is 12 weight, whereas this one is very lightweight, even though it classifies as heavy armor. So you could argue that's the reason. I think I would like to see this shield a little less expensive to make, i.e. not require dragon scales and fire salts. As well as I would like to see some different versions of this. I would love to see the different shields, even things like the ebony shield. If you could get this on the ebony shield, maybe a black and white version of it.
Yes.
Awesome. However, love this, absolutely love this. You guys should go and check this out. Make your own logos, and then make some screenshots and post them on the guy's page. Installing Recruit Morblade's SkyHavenTempleEnhanced is pretty easy. File section, download with Manager, and activate in Nexus Mod Manager as usual. Remember, the mod author does state that if you install it after you have discovered Skyhaven Temple, you will not get the increase in the number of blades you can recruit right now. He is working on that though. My Home is Your Home is very easy to install, download with Manager and activate. Read the front page. There are a few things you should be aware of, especially if you're using UFO or AFT. Nothing major, just read it, make sure you're aware of these things. There are a few followers that are not working. This include Cicero from the Dark Brotherhood, and other Dark Brotherhood initiates. So, be aware of that. The Skyhaven teleporter is dead simple. Download with Manager and activate. Obviously, this mod will conflict with any mods that change Skyhaven's outside area too much. However, it worked perfectly with Recruit More Blades. I had absolutely no problems, although I did place it lower in my load order. Actually, no, I didn't, and it still worked. Okay, there you go. This is because I uninstalled SkyHavenTempleEnhanced at some point to do a little video comparison. So it works both ways. Custom Sigils is a little bit more interesting. The basic file, you download with Manager and activate. And if you want one of the optional files, which have all the different sigils, for example, I had the Clan Steve sigils, so I download with Manager with that as well, and you activate both of them. As I mentioned, he has a collection of sigils he has include the Game of Thrones pack, and he provides a Photoshop template. So if you've got the Photoshop program, he provides a template, and you can make your own. With a PSD file, you're going to need Photoshop to edit this, or you can use a program called the GIMP, which is free. So just download that and learn how to use that. And that's it for this video. But before we go, I would just like to tell you guys that there will not be a Skyrim Mod Sanctuary next week because I am taking the family away on vacation. It's only a week long, but obviously I'll be coming back after when I would normally release this video. So just going to skip a week. But if you cannot survive a week without Skyrim videos, might I suggest you check out the Bro Jewel channel. This is actually a pair of brothers who have a channel devoted to highlighting mods, usually Skyrim mods. They have several videos each week highlighting different Skyrim mods, but they also cover Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 mods. They have very good quality videos. They're very much to the point, very informative, and well worth checking out. They also reviewed quite a lot of my mods and said very nice things about them, so obviously I'm slightly biased in this. But you guys should definitely check them out, subscribe to their channel, and say hi from me. And as usual, I'm going to finish with some screenshots that you guys have made. If you want to post screenshots for me to put in these videos, you can follow the link I'll put down below to my Skyrim Mod Sanctuary Nexus page and post the images there. You're more than welcome to do that, and I will try and post as many as I can each episode. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please click the like button. I always appreciate that. I look forward to seeing you guys on my next video, whatever that is. And until then, as always, have fun.